Skies gold. Sorry, that's a commercial. Okay, I just need to get my remote. I wanted to do a video and show you guys. I was supposed to show you my reaction on my food I made. So I still have that food. So it's Sunday. I have made that. I have made what you call it? It was like a whatever you can call it, a gumbo or whatever. I had made it on Saturday. I had earlier most of today because it's still. Well, now it's Monday morning. It's like 5, 6 in the morning. It's 5:39 in the morning a.m. Anyways, so I just had to turn this little light on. See, the baby's under. She's sleeping under. Anyway, yeah. I had went to sleep early and then I woke up in the middle of the damn night watching the BMX bikes and they really kicking ass. I'm just gonna shout out to ESPN. Like, I know when I was younger back in the day, it was like sports. I'm not gonna say sports are boring. Maybe like now there's everybody's got. It's really cool dynamic because you see a lot of women's sports too. So the BMX stuff I was watching, it was men and women. It was women too. Chloe Cavell won a title or something. So I'm sorry, I did not catch the guy's name, like which guy won. Really sorry. Anyways, I'm so sorry if I feel like an asshole on that because I'm like, but yeah. So women's kicking ass right now, I guess. But anyway, no, I'm just playing. I think that's really cool. I don't want us to just. I don't want. You know what I mean? I don't want men to not be able to be on TV with sports. I just want us to be on TV as well. There's some kind of DJ. Okay, yeah, it's the commercial is over, so they got the DJ going. But yeah, she won an award. What is this? I'm just checking what the music is. Okay, so we got a little bit of music. This is from what's, like I said, they're just celebrating from the win. I don't know the DJ's name, but pretty nice. It's the X Games. So yeah, last week I seen they had girls T-ball, which is like the tennis ball, which is safer so you don't get wrecked in the eye, but okay. Yeah, it's been really cool watching them. That might be the winner guy, I'm not sure. There's Chloe Cavell, that's her right there. And she's from New York, where I am. The X Games is in New Orleans, where my kids and my ex is there, and his wife is there recently, and their family, like, well, not just recent, but yeah, they got to go on a nice vacation. Yeah, there was like 2 people that was injured badly, but they still went on and stuff, so it's pretty cool. Anyways, I don't want to put too much about that. Like, I don't want to have an issue with copyrights or whatever. But you see, I'm just sharing because I do like to report news a little bit, because that's our lives. We all need to know things. But anyways, to this food. So I just don't like to be a person and not keep my word. So, here we go and shit. But anyway, so I promised a reaction or whatever. I already ate some of this. But yeah, so if you're wondering what we got here all on the plate, this, and I do have a little more of this, but This is the stuff I made yesterday. Is in the container. Actually, it's like a Cool Whip. Cool. I want to say it like Stewie from Family Guy. Cool Whip. I can't. It's like one of those things like you just it flows or anyways. Cool Whip. Cool. Anyway, whatever. Wah wah. Somebody's gonna do it just right. Cool Whip. Cool. Anyways, that's probably my best I could do it just without getting it sounding too overdone or something. So I have some really good bread. I did venture downtown today, and I will say thank you to the Buffalo Dream Center if you want food downtown and free and whatever and all of that and stuff. Maybe I'll go to church soon again. We'll see. There was some issues because of some fake preacher that has nothing to do with their church, but whatever. They don't put them in the middle. I was irritated about that from years ago, but like I said, I will consider going back to because this incident didn't happen in their church. And it's just sad. That's life. Like, you have to watch who you associate yourself with. But, yeah, it's just funny how the world is. So anyways, besides that, I got some fish sticks. This is like a mac and cheese bite thing. And I think I still have a chicken nugget here. So I still have some of this rice stuff left, and I still have some of this stuff because, like, to go with what I have, you know what I mean? I try to save stuff. Oh yeah, so this is my salad. I had to take it off of that plate because to microwave it. This is some tomato soup, and I seasoned it with, and I got a little honey mustard and some hot sauce for dipping, but I seasoned my tomato soup with, well, first off, before the seasoning, because I'll tell you the seasoning is adobo and a little salt, pepper, and just broke up little pieces of garlic in there, but this is very generic, and I'm not trying to clown on, it's called American Beauty. Isn't that funny? Generic stuff is great because it's cheap, but you can make generic stuff taste good, and I do it all the time. Like, some generic macaroni and cheese. Add cheese and stuff. There's just, makes things better. Anyways, what I did with this, like, it was like looked orange. It needed like a little more tomatoey flavor. What I do, I happen to have some tomato sauce, like, and it's like the canned tomato sauce. When I open the canned tomato sauce and I have extras, I will put it in like a little jar, like nothing too big deal. Something like this. I don't even know what this jar was once upon a time. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell this was at one point. It was... I don't know. If somebody could tell me or give me a suggestion, and I'll tell you if I think... Because I do not know. But whatever. Anyways, so what I do when it gets empty, I wash it just like any other cup or whatever, or cup or plate or whatever, and this way so it doesn't get like nasty on the top and stuff, because I could just keep putting the sauce in, but then you still gotta worry about that. Anyway, so just thought I should throw that, and it's just suggestion, but anyways, it was like maybe, I don't know if it was that much sauce, but you see, this doesn't look very orange, right? It looks pretty like, it looks like tomato soup is supposed to, and it definitely tastes like it's supposed to. So anyway, here I am, done talked for almost 10 minutes, and I didn't even eat the food for you. I already ate some of this, but, so like I was saying, when I made the other video, when I was showing the food and talking about it, I said I'd do the reaction. I said I was going to add potatoes, so I did. So some of the potatoes are with the rest of this, but again, I don't want to. I was trying to make sure I wouldn't get myself sick because with the heat and everything. That was a potato with the sauce. It's almost like a French fry with ketchup, right? Okay, so this is so good. I did have a little bit earlier today, or I don't know. I was getting things ready because I made other stuff. You could say I made black because I put potato in the pancake with the blueberries and apples and oh, this is so good. That's why I had to make the reaction. Like, you see it all on my face. It's just, food is life. We had dip in this and it's just something. See, that's why I made the tomato soup, because I knew it would help to ease this. Like I said, my stomach is kind of, the only issue is with the heat and everything, but also it's more than that. So like I said, I went to sleep early, like cleaned, baby went to sleep, and I went to sleep right after, because sometimes she'll just, try to stay up a little bit. Gotta love tomato soup. That's why I had to make sure it was right. I'm so glad I put my sauce in there like that, because it just fixes that little issue, whatever glitch. I don't know why. I'm just gonna guess they just don't put enough of the tomatoes because they're trying to get their money. I mean, it's generic and whatever. It's still cheap to get those things. Like, that was free, but you can get cans of tomato soup like that probably for like $2 for $1 or something like that in some places. Oh my goodness. So if you get overheated, lime water will cool you down. Yeah, I heard the birds up chirping and stuff. I think they're thanking me for the bread, or they're trying to get more, but I hooked them up, though. They did. No, I don't think they're trying to get more. I think they're just thanking me. Like, I fed the bunnies. There's some baby bunnies down the street, and I hooked all the little animals up like I used to in my old house. So yeah, let me eat some more of my crazy not goulash. What the hell? This is gumbo. Actually, yeah. Anyway. That's just is good blend of everything. My salad, I put a little bit of lime on when I was making. You can't really taste it like that, but then Italian dressing. So yeah, since give me a big check, please. Please, pretty please. That's mine. No. Could be. You never know. I don't know. Anyway, I am, they say to manifest money or something. I don't know. Like it's about with the universe, but it's definitely with God. So, gotta behave yourself. You want money. Oh, man. So, definitely, I think it was the fish sticks I was a little worried or concerned with. Not that there's a problem with it, I'm saying my stomach and the heat and stuff. So the issue is, like I said, I went to sleep early. I was really fasting most of the day yesterday. I would just eat a little here or there of different things, but not much. Like, I definitely was hungry, and I was like, yeah. So, but yeah, you ever go like that long and you're hungry, so then you're like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to eat or something. I don't want to eat the wrong thing or something. You got to ease yourself back into, to make a full stomach. You don't want to be like, ugh. And so anyways, that's what I was trying to do, is make sure I got them good vegetables in there too, and stuff that's going to help coat my stomach right or something. But yeah. Mac and cheese bite. I don't know if anybody knew, but I'm looking at it on here. Maybe y'all should pay me for bringing it up. But there's something called moon pay. I don't know what that is, but it's a sponsor of the X Games. So yeah, it is summer, and if you have issues with your stomach, take it easy. Don't just not pay attention, I guess. Like, water is good. Like, a lot of water, probably less coffee, less milk, which is a good time that I have less coffee and milk right now. The baby might not feel the same way if we run out of milk, but we basically are. But that's because I bought extra diapers because of the last time, last month with that shit. Like I explained, I was depending on somebody or whatever. I mean, I had no reason to think otherwise that there was going to be an issue. I thought she already had, I don't know. Or as far as I know, she had the diapers, but they were sold or something, but whatever. So anyways, I'm not making a big deal. Like, you move on, obviously. I'm just saying I'm explaining for my own situation. I'm not trying to over-explain about or dwelling on. Like I said, you see, I made the most of things. I hope that when I did make those diapers, it helped somebody somewhere in a panic mode, and that's what I was trying to think about it like that, yeah, that could be an embarrassing situation, maybe, but like I said, shit happens. Excuse me, you could be, anytime you go out with your kids places and then you unexpectedly stay somewhere, then you either have to go to the store and buy stuff or whatever, but sometimes stores are closed or out, they don't sell certain things, like a lot of places probably don't even sell diapers, like gas stations and shit like that. So I'm just making a point that shit happens. Anyways, let me not talk about diapers. I'm trying to eat. Let me eat a diaper. Gross. No. Okay, so I'm gonna eat some more of this, and I'm gonna eat this soup with it to like coat it and give it that flavor and just coat my stomach. I have to show this. It looks like a little smiley face guy. He's so cute. And maybe you can't see it good on the camera, but I'm trying to get the good lighting. It's like his eyes at the where's his eyes? Look, see, it's like a crooked smile. Oh, you can see it. I see it. I think it's so cute. And people, you might think I'm weird, but whatever. And potato and gumbo stuff, all this stuff. See, I was concerned there wasn't enough meat in the gumbo. That's why there's the fish and the chicken and stuff. But honestly, it seems okay. I'm kind of getting full because, well, I was hoping to have some of the soup left. But yeah, I don't want to eat any more at this point. You see, like, the combination with everything fills you up more. I am, however, going to try to finish this. I'm going to take another little sippy sip of the sippy sip of the soup. Little apple pieces. I mean, I could have went all out and put strawberries and blueberries in it, but I'm like, no, not this time. The more vegetables, the better. If you want your stomach to work right. Seriously. But some people say you don't need fruit, but you do. I mean, for example, the lime water I was talking about cools you down. Why not? Yeah, those little pieces of that was cucumber. Cool as a cucumber, yeah. It's definitely cooled me down. But it's funny when you can taste or smell different like vegetables or fruits and know they belong to the same group of like certain vegetables or fruits, like collard greens, like when they're not cooked and stuff, or when you cook them, it has a little hint of broccoli smell or that little stink. It's like, think about it, how they'd be smelly. Like, I'm talking about, I got some fresh ones, and like I noticed that. But I noticed that about like with Brussels sprouts, they have that same thing going on there. But like with the lime water, I'm like, I could smell the lime. I'm like, a little melon, in there. But then you got the, what do you call it? Like all kind of things that are come together, like in life and stuff. But there's so much. I was thinking, was it today? Yeah, well, technically yesterday. You got the past, present, and future type of, that's our lives, right? But the present is like, think about all the food you eat in your life. But that's just temporary, and then, it goes, filters through your body, but that's our fuel. Like, we are living battery packs, like, to go further, I guess, into this, because that's how it usually is. I mean, damn. I don't mean to be all super philosophical, or I'm just everything. I can debate, I can do all of that shit, but, correct. I'm not here to criticize, but if something's bothering me, it's like, if you bothering me. But yeah, I feel good, because like I said, I felt so hungry, and then my stomach felt weird. I'm like, let me go get some ice. It was just, my stomach was so empty, and then I was thirsty though. Like, I knew I needed something cold to drink. So I had some ice water, lime before I started to eat. And because I was like, almost like, should I eat this food? But I needed to eat, but it's like, will it mess me up? But then I know if I don't eat, I'll probably feel worse. Like, I knew the vegetables and stuff would help. So now it's like, I'm slowly feeling a little better as it's digesting, because it's like fighting the feeling like shit part to like, oh, here's nutrients and stuff your body needs. But yeah, life is lifing. People try to stress you out. Mind over matter is always a good thing, but if there's a matter, then that's an issue, and you have to address it. As I do those things, I do that. So that's all, Like I said, life is lifing. But some people live like death. So you could say death is deathing, but I'm not talking about people dying. I'm talking about people's souls dying, and then they just live like dead batteries. Oh. Yeah, this is not rehearsed or whatever. I said that before on songs, or I've told people or whatever. It's the truth. I do a freestyle. Same thing with all of this right here. I'm just wanted to show you guys what I was eating. Still have a little tiny bit of soup. I have a little bit of that food left, like I said, and more salad, but I couldn't eat all of this, so I'm gonna put the rest of this up. I just can't fucking do it now. Not right now. This I might be able to. Actually, I'm gonna put this up for the baby. That's how you know it's like it's good to be in tune with your body. I can say that having C-sections made a difference. And I can say this because, okay, I remember with the first C-section is when you have a child instead of, the normal push, which I tried that with my first child, but his heart was under stress. He's 20 years old now. But because I had a C-section, his heart rate was under stress, so I was like, cut my stomach the F open, and they did. But they still kept trying to make me push, and I was just like, look, see, it's not working. And because they said I was one of the best pushers, I tried. I tried hard, but it wasn't happening. So, anyway, I ended up having C-sections with all my other kids. But the first one is the hardest, where your stomach is. Like, I actually have a video on here from my daughter from when I had her, and I show my weird C-section scar because they did it different, and that's why I had to show. Because not only because of the weird bruise at the time from, but I just had to show. They took their time. They it was like it was like probably hours or something compared to the past C-sections that are, because it was internal. They like did, honestly, I think it was kind of like on when they do the the surgeries for like whatever it's called when you're heavier set and you're trying to lose weight and stuff. I'm having a huge brain fart right now. I'm sorry. It's anyway. So yeah, I mean, but I remember with my second child, this is like, yeah, I mean, I can tell you on my kids, they are awesome. I can talk all about them, but I'm just talking about the C-sections right now. So that was, I remember I had issues eating like steak. I mean, I still have issues with that sometimes. The key is like you have to chew your food up really, really tiny. If it's like, you want things that are harder to digest that might mess up your stomach to, not. Anyways, it's funny because, like I said, I just try to help people, and not everybody always appreciates that. Some people take that for granted, but if anybody tries to violate me, they're going to jail and shit. And you already know who I'm talking about. They already have, and they will do some damn time. They've already done what they've done. I suggest just stop trying to come for my head or whatever, try to annoy me, because it's only gonna make your shit worse. But whatever. They think they're God, but God was not here to harm. Like, it's not like that. It's just, it's a very complex system of things, but anyways, thank you for watching. I'm sorry I couldn't be like super expressive in my face, but it's really good. I'm sorry, like, it tastes so damn good, and I was hoping I could show you that with my face, like, but honestly, I'm happy to show the meal itself. Like, I like to be able to, I always make different new meals, but you don't want to forget when you make something good, like, if you can make it again. If you can do this and be like, oh, I want to make that again or something. Anyways, like I said, I was proud of myself with the gumbo, but this really just, yeah, there's so many good meal ideas, and eventually I will have some cookbooks and all that for you, okay? Yeah, you already know, but I don't know when that may be, because there's like a zillion other things that have to be done first. No, I mean, it's all good. I got it, though. I just know what I'm doing very first thing. I'm doing very first second I can. So you guys have a wonderful day.